Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all keeping safe and well in the comforts of your own home. My name is Lexi Schultz, and I'm your host for this morning. Welcome to Canva 101, Designing Your Digital Storefront. In our third talk in partnership with Canva, we will talk about design and how you can curate your own digital storefront. Just like real life shopping, customers usually take a peek at the online store's digital storefront. It can be a homepage for a website, a mobile app, and other things as well. But before they check out your complete portfolio and products for sure, this is what they see first. Now, how can you make good use of graphic design and visual elements to get more customers to look at your digital storefront and eventually, of course, buy your products? We are pleased to have Canva with us once again for this session. Previously, they've taught us branding strategies and social media mastery, delving into design concepts and basics to help more businesses get on board in the digital marketplace. Today's session will serve to complement the learnings and the insights from the previous discussions. Again, we extend our gratitude to Canva for being one of SciTemp's major partners for Fame Plus. To formally open our program and talk more about the session this morning, let us all welcome the head of the Fame Plus exhibitor team, Ms. Marjo F. Evio.
Thank you, Lexi, for the introduction. A great Monday morning to our exhibitors, partners, and guests. And welcome to our webinar on designing your digital storefront with Canva. We are starting a new week by broadening our creative skills again as we explore more of Canva. We hope that participants who have attended our previous sessions have already tried using the platform to develop your brand kit and social media campaigns. You can catch up by viewing our previous sessions on the Manila Fame's Facebook page. As mentioned before, Canva is our graphic design partner for Fame Plus exhibitors. And Canva has created specially designed templates for us that let users incorporate Fame Plus into your materials so you can play around with designs promoting your Fame Plus storefront. With so many designs options available, you can easily create materials that reflect your brand's identity. For today's session, we will delve further into using Canva to customize your digital storefront, covering design tips and using Canva's resources to create a visually strong brand page. We want our exhibitors to have the best tools in creating an impressive storefront to deliver the best experience for buyers and hopefully entice them to make a purchase. Our speaker for today is Mav Soriano, a graphic designer for Canva Philippines, who designs templates for the platform. Even being one of Canva's newest template designers, he has already made an impact in creating presentations for businesses, classrooms, and even trivia nights. Prior to joining Canva's team, he has also led a variety of branding projects for small to large scale influencers and businesses. Canva is already incorporated into your exhibitor dashboards. So I encourage everyone to log in and go to your My Brand section. You can also log into your Canva account so you can explore its features during this session. I would like to thank Canva for being a valuable partner in our community building efforts for Fame Plus. We hope that our learning sessions with Canva have instilled the importance of good design and strong brand identity for your brands and companies. We also hope that these webinars have brought out your inner creativity and have encouraged you to be hands-on in designing your materials. I hope you're all ready to start designing your Fame Plus storefront. Thank you, everyone, and we hope that you will continue to join us in our next digital event.
Uh, Thank you, Miss Marjo, for the intro. Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here. I'm Mav Soriano and I'll be your presenter for today. Um, I will later on I will be talking about more in-depth demonstration for graphic design and so much exciting things ahead in the presentation. So without further ado, let's start. Okay. So here we are, and um, here is the outline of what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to introduce you to Canva and Canva 101. And I'm going to talk about designing for your business. And this would be more of like the graphic design tips on how to design for your business. Later on, the exciting part will be the demo, which is like I we looked into different brands that are in fame right now and use their assets to to be used for the demo. So at least we can mas makita nyo how things are, and then I'll give you references after that to support everything that we learned and a question and answer part. So hi, I'm Mam Suriano, and I'm a presentations template graphic designer here in Canva. That's what I do. We make templates here, and we make things that are we try to make things more easier for our users by making presentation templates or even photo books. So once you go to Canva, you can like access all of these things for free, and it's so easy to use. I'll demonstrate later how to use a template. So stand by. So Canva is an online design tool that enables you to easily create beautiful and engaging designs with thousands of templates to choose from. And looking at the usual way of creating good design, it's actually complex because first, there are so many things that you have to do. You have to purchase a lot of softwares. You have to study designs, the principles, the techniques behind it, and you have to purchase, and download stock photos for its legality purposes. And you have to purchase fonts and purchase layouts, slice images, receive photos and content, design and upload, even uploading and an email. This takes time and and prepare for web and print. These things, all of these things, just really take much of our time, especially for businessmen and business people like us. There's only so much we can do in a day. And with that, Canva made things um, simple and integrated. So first, uh, I'd like to show how we made things simpler by making everything collaborative online. By that, everything is online. Also, like we also have a new feature where we can collaborate in real time with other designers using our Canva accounts. So if you guys are in a hurry, you can like design both of you can design in one workspace. Another thing is like there's one-click access to Pro Tools. Once you subscribe to Canva Pro, there are more features that you guys will unlock, and it's absolutely amazing to use them. Like a library of 3 million images. We have if you guys have the Canva free account, we already have a lot in there for the free photos, but you're even more unlocking a lot of pro photos once you get the Canva Pro. So that's a lot of photos to use for your brand, and instead of like shooting for some other collaterals that you're gonna use for your social media posts, at least you already have like some photos that you can use in just one click. And speaking of one click, we have like one click exports to social networks, PDFs and PNGs. By that, we mean like in the workspace itself, if you already explored the workspace, in the upper right part of the workspace, there is like a free, I mean, like, there is like a button there that you can already publish to Facebook in just a click by connecting your account to Canva. And our goal is to publish anything anywhere. So by that, we'd like to make a lot of different doc types. What are doc types? They're like posters, photo books, presentations, and we'd like you guys, encourage you guys to like try all these beautiful templates for you guys to like, like explore more of designing, and you're not limited to just doing social media posts. You can also go for print. That's why I publish anything anywhere, because it's not just in the laptop. We also have like mobile version of Canva as well, and even tablet version of Canva. So anywhere, and you can like work on something while on the bus ride, while you're rushing to work, right? So it makes our life so easy. So our goal is to empower the world to design. How is that? We want to empower everyone to design anything and publish anywhere on every device in every language. So we have various locales. We have Filipino, we have English, we also have Russian, Brazil, and all these beautiful locales. You can explore which one wherever you are in the world. So, and with every ingredient. What are ingredients? These are, we call our photos, illustrations, GIFs, ingredients. We also have like videos and music as well. So you can maximize designing with all these beautiful ingredients for your brand. So I just want to talk about how powerful graphic design is first before we dive into the demonstration, and why is graphic design powerful, and why is designing something that is not just something that you just create, because it's not just you. People are involved when it comes to designing, because in the first place you design so people can see it, and there's a purpose behind it. Might like an announcement or a presentation. It's not just you. There's other people involved, and the idea is to communicate what you think to other people as clear as and concise as possible. I remember this story about I'm gonna like I remember this story. I usually tell this story regarding how powerful graphic design is. There's this article that I read about the NASA astronauts, the 7 NASA astronauts that that actually passed away because of this specific presentation slide. This is the actual presentation slide that the NASA astronauts were seeing. And actually, there's this part here that um, that they should have emphasized completely, but instead they just emphasized another thing. So th- there is a huge miscommunication that happened, and the thing that's supposed to be emphasized was not emphasized because it's actually pretty a pretty darn small text. So how will they know that it's like the the answer to their problem, especially when their lives are is at cost on this one. So they didn't get into the bottom of what the subject is emphasizing is. So when they try to land their rocket ship back to Earth, it deteriorated. So these are like the things that as graphic designers we are morally responsible for designing, for actually handing out information from to other people, from us to other people. So it's very important, because sometimes life will be at cost here, but other than that, sometimes remember this incident. This was like the incident between Miss Viewers back and Miss Columbia, and this is the card, the actual card that Steve Harvey was actually reading. So with graphic design, it's actually it can actually impact other people's emotions as well. So um, with that, Steve Harvey was actually covering the right answer to the design, to who is the Miss Universe of 2015, and he covered it. So that's why he made a mistake of announcing Miss Columbia. Uh, so that's what happened there. So a good graphic design is actually like it talks about a good graphic design takes into consideration those little things. So yeah. So now let's talk about designing for your business. I actually divided this into 4 parts, which is text, color, image, and layout. These things will be your elements for creating good brand graphics for your business. Okay, let's start with text first. I'm gonna talk to you guys about text because sometimes text is overlooked. Why? Fonts have its own language. They all have different meanings. They have different personalities. It can be serious, it can be casual, it can be playful or elegant. But there's this saying that the best font choices are ones where the reader does not notice the font, but the message itself. So it's really important to tie what kind of brand are you and what kind of font you should use. If you're a classy type of brand, you wouldn't use something funky, right? Or if you're a, um, a brand that's very fun, you want to use something so plain and simple. Something, it's basically like that. So first, let's go with the basics of serif and sans serif. What's the difference? So serif are the ones that has tails on their letters. So this was actually used as classic and traditional. It's common in print. It's actually used way back before. It's because there's um, uh, the tails actually are I read somewhere that the tails are the ones that connect to the the metal of how in the in the in the typewriter. I can remember it's like way back then because people use really blocks of text, so that's why there are like tails because it's connected there. So but since that were updated, now there's a clean and modern sans serif, which is the absence of those tails. There are like it's more common now digitally. It's used in like mostly websites right now, and it's a phone. It's mostly digital and clean now. So my advice for you guys, if you guys are starting for your for designing, let's try to stick with one main font family. But don't worry, a font family is actually the name of the text that of the fonts that you're looking for. For example, you have Aileron here. That's a font family. And fonts are actually called the Aileron Tint, Aileron Regular, Aileron Heavy. So the font family is the whole family, and the font is actually the exact type of what kind of font they are. So you can try just using one type of font for the moment. And yeah, so it's already so since like one font family, it already has 3 fonts, for example. So that's a lot. But it's not only that's not the only case. There's actually in one font family there are 8 types of fonts in there. So there's like thin, medium, heavy, semi-heavy, italicized, all that. And if you guys can't like okay, I just I if you can't just stick to one type of font, you can actually pair fonts by choosing another font family to go with your other font family. So here are examples of pairing, and these are, for example, we have the expressive courgette and the neutral clear sense, and together they make a really cute couple and making this really cute design, emphasizing on the fresh, and the market supports the fresh text. Another good pairing is using thick fonts and thin fonts. We have Hebo here and Noto Serif, so it kind of gives that good contrast that you can use to strengthen your design. Another foolproof design, actually, this is the foolproof one, using serif and sans serif. So here we go. We have the source serif pro. We have the flag, little flags on their text here, and the source sans pro, which is like the unflagged one, the absence of the flag, the simpler one. And together they look super cute. It draws me attention when I see it. And if you guys are really starting with fonts, don't worry. We added font pairings for you guys in the Canva editor. So you can just go to the text part and you can choose which type of pairings you'd like to choose for your brand and just change what's inside it. So you can change the announcement there and to tailor what you need. Now let's move on to images. Images are powerful and they actually, I believe that everyone is actually is actually visual when it comes to seeing things in social media. So images are powerful. So how can that be powerful? I have this example of a presentation. This is aside from a presentation, and what I what I think about this presentation is it's kind of boring because there's lots of text going on and the attention span of people when I'm presenting. I don't want it to be super. I don't want to like read what's on the presentation itself because it kind of you know removes the idea of why did I even present. I'm not reading. I'm supposed to present, not read. So with that, we can make this slide more interesting by adding images and simplifying the text that we have so I can talk about it to you guys instead of reading it here. So that makes it more interesting to see, right? So another type of images that you can use are illustrations. So if I'm not in the mood for using photos, I'm gonna use an illustration to match the presentation. So this is how you can use illustrations in your presentation. And other than illustrations, you can use icons as well to give to make a visual cue for the simple ideas that you've broken down, and it's easier to remember. So you can use these icons to simplify things in life, diba? Especially when we are making social media posts, instead of just putting the word Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we have like this logos that can be used as icons to like share the information there. So it makes things a lot more clean and not cluttered with texts. And here's how you can like modify your icons even further. So they're with correct color pairing and correct emphasizing of what kind of the idea is. You can make your presentation even more fun. So it's like the final evolution of what I presented to you there. So it's easier to remember then. And with that, we are moving on to color. So color is actually really powerful as well. That's why it's an element that we divided into four. So like color, how is color powerful? Remember when you think of red, you think of it as hot, and blue, you think of it as cold. Colors have their meanings. And for example, I'm gonna ask you what kind of brand is this? This is everyone would literally say this is Google. And another example would be if I'm gonna ask you guys what brand is this with the iconic um, purple and orange combo, and This would be like the FedEx logo. Fun fact: there's like an arrow here in the FedEx logo. I really like sharing that. I mean, like they're a delivery company, so it's like says moving forward. So just a share ko lang. Anyway, like this gradient, what brand is this? So we have Instagram. So with that in mind, colors are very powerful because they have something that we can relate to psychologically, actually. So, for example, we have green. We have the things that we usually think of with green is like growth, health, prosperity, and those eco products. And while blue is more of like dependable, professional, secure, stable. That's why I'll show you in the next slide that some brands are using blue to make people more in their logo hat to make people more see that they're secure, and green para to show that they are more on the environment side. For example, Animal Planet is green, and then Samsung is blue, and like all these things, all these colors make something, gives a distinct note to your logo, and make and in return people will remember you for would easily associate and remember you for the values that the colors represent. So it's a powerful tool, especially for branding. And if you want to learn about colors, we have just go to www.canva.com/colors, and you can see a lot of our articles there and tutorials, and you can see like color meanings, color wheels, and color palettes, etc. Next is layout. So once you have all these elements already, you have to use layout. Uh, because this is like for me, this is the layout is the icing to the cake. Once you have all the ingredients, now it's time to present it properly, the way it should be seen in the public. So how do you do good layout? It's with hierarchy. This one leads the eye and creates focus. So for example, you will read the biggest text first, and then you will read the second biggest text, and lastly, you will read the small accent text up. And that's how you use the power of hierarchy in your design. Now we're going to how do you make things, how do you make a font stand out. So we have like you can use weight by making the text bold. You can change the color by changing a specific type of a portion of the text to yellow, for example, to make it stand out, because you want that specific text to stand out and that people remember it. Next would be like the size. If you want to you can emphasize the text by making it large, or you can just combine every single thing and make it really stand out. And here is an example of no to limited hierarchy versus great hierarchy. Why is this important? Especially in the digital age, we don't want to see text blocks. And because face it, everyone has like a really short attention span lately. These days, I think, based on what I researched, there's like 7 seconds for you guys for to like I mean to the attention span to see one post. That's 7 seconds. So you gotta present your post as much as quickly as possible and not hard to read for everyone. So like if you placed a post like this with a full text paragraph, the chances are they will just reach here and then scroll up next. But with great hierarchy, we try to remove um, all these other texts and just emphasize what is the event, and when is the event, how you're gonna get there, and the brand. So yeah, so like when I scroll, you can easily see from there that it's a library day, and then move up. So we have here some clear space. I'm gonna we all have like photos that we shot already, and sometimes those parts in the photos where they are blurred and they're bokeh, they're actually good for text spaces. So it's good to shoot some things that already have some space for your text, and that's the part where you can place your headings or your titles or what is going on with what you're posting. But if you guys are having trouble putting text making text readable because of the image, because the image is busy, you can actually contrast your text by adding rectangles at the background, or framing your image into something, into a smaller frame, and then the text would just be in a colored background for it to stand out. So these are like some of the examples of how you can use contrast for text. And here we go. So we're now at the demo part, and I'm gonna demonstrate to you guys how to make some of the things we'll be using for our brand. For example, this is the to-do list that we're gonna do. We're gonna do a storefront banner, a new product announcement, sale announcement, invitation, and voucher. So we actually like found small little brands, and I mean we actually like curated some of the brands that we can use. I found like these various brands that we have in Fame right now, and I'm gonna use your collabs for the demo, so at least like we can use what we have right now. So we're going in the storefront banner, and I'm gonna show you storefront banner is. Okay, so now we have like arts art meets craft. I'm gonna use art meets craft for the storefront banner. The storefront banner is actually 1280 by 70 pixels. So it's good to remember where think of the storefront banner as your I can synonymously correlated with a Facebook cover photo. So this is your banner, and I checked art. For example, I checked Arts Meets Craft, and this is their website. So the website is composed of reds, yellows, and greens. And I scroll here, but majority of it is color white. So we want that to be translated into a banner. So we don't want to like go off brand from Arts Meets Craft. We just have to stick to how they look. I mean, like I haven't usually there's like a brand bible that's given to a graphic designer so that they can follow the specific rules for a brand. But since for demo purposes, I chose the websites as the reference for my brand bible, for example, because your website should be cohesive with all the things that you post as well. So we have that, and basically the website we have like a lot of white space. So I'm gonna design something that's close to what our Sneeze Craft did. So we're gonna go here. We are in the workspace right now, and I'm gonna go to the the elements tab, and I'm gonna search all those. I want to use organic blobs behind it, and these you can like check the free and check the static button so that you can apply the filters. These are like photos. I'm gonna choose graphics, and here I can see like all these blobs similar to what they have it here. I think these are like perfect circles, but I want to use blobs in this one just so that we can like I don't know try out elements around here. And I'm gonna design the digital storefront. It's easy to design because you just have to click the image and drag it around the file. So it's so easy. You just choose, and now there's like magic recommendations where, for example, you chose this blob, and all the related blobs will go in one search. So this one is related to the blob a while ago that we chose. So I'm gonna choose that, and I'm just gonna drag it here. Super cool, super fun, like similar log to what they place in the header. So there's like so much blobs here. So one to sawa when choosing, just choose the blobs that go along the pattern that you want to create. And I actually uploaded the art meets craft here, the arts meets craft logo. And what's really cool about Canva is like they made our life simpler. Thank you, Canva, because it already chose the colors that, it actually chooses the colors of the photos that you uploaded. So now we have these colors already from the logo, and I can already replace it here. So I'm gonna replace it super easy. I'm just gonna change some of that to that, and I think um, we're ready to go with this kind of banner. Sometimes I would put the logo here and the text here so that you know apparently sometimes you don't want things in the middle, so we're gonna put it on the side. And that's how my banner is gonna work for Arts Meets Craft, because the banner just shows so little. So you have to make your things more bulky, more bigger by applying solid colors, or even if you're gonna choose a photo, you have to enlarge that specific portion of the photo lang. You can't like squeeze it all in here because I don't think it will be seen. So there we have our banner. Next thing that we're gonna do is what's in our to-do list. We have like new project announcements. So I'm gonna go here and we have Annie and Lori. I'm gonna design something for Annie and Lori. So first I'm gonna check out their website, and um basing from a while ago, this is like my go-to brand bible for the moment. If you guys like if you really wanna find like a in depth how you want to design, you have to give like a brand bible for the graphic designer to review and use it to follow your guidelines. So this is I'm gonna use this as my guideline, and based on what I see, majority is mm, like whites, and there can be like some color blockings that can happen. So let's go to Annie and Lori, and how can I design something for Ari and Lori? I'm sometimes we can't usually think of something agad. Thankfully, with Canva, there are like a lot of templates for you to choose from, and I'm gonna choose this one. So we have that here. Okay, so we have that, and I'm gonna, like you part of what Canva does is like you can upload some stuff here. So I'm gonna go to my Finder, and I already downloaded some pictures from Addie and Lori, and I'm gonna choose. I'm uploading. So when it's uploading, you can see that in the screen that it's uploading. And once it's done, it's finally uploaded. Super easy. It's already there. That's it. You know. So now that the picture is uploaded, we can take down this picture here and just replace it with our photo. Super easy. So here we go. Just gonna drag. You can actually just drag it here, but good practice. See, removing it. It's super cool because all of these elements can be moved and designed according to your purpose. Oops, the tape here is underneath, so we have to put it there. There, we have like a really good product announcement, and www dot annielori.com. You can place your website, and you can use this to announce your new product. Sometimes when you design new announcements, you don't have to like flood it that in the post to say that you have a freaking new announcement. You can put it on a caption sometimes. So I'm gonna choose with that kind of route, and I think I kind of like this now, and that's it. I can you can actually choose the colors, uh, what colors you can actually put behind, because what like a while ago Sometimes Canva shows what kind of colors the picture has and place it here. Right now it's not yet here because I think it takes some time to load. And when you still refresh it, minsan nandyan na. But just for demo purposes, let's just go with this. The time constraint. So next is I have like Simoy ng Haraya. Oh yeah, I almost forgot pala. Always try to put your logo on your posts because that's the way people would easily identify you. So I'm gonna put the Annie and Lori logo here. Um, oh, the Lori here doesn't have an, so you always have to be on brand. So this is like your logo, diba? You can put it here, and now you have like an Annie and Lori post for your Facebook. And if you wanna take down the green, it's okay. Para on brand tayo with the website, which is mostly white. Now we have like Simoy ng Haraya. I'm gonna make a post for Simoy ng Haraya and make like what did we put it in our to-do list? We have like a sale announcement. Everybody loves sales. Everybody loves like discounts. So I'm gonna put that. So now we're gonna go with Simon Haraya. What are we gonna do? Actually, you can put frames here. Let's try frames. Um, I'm gonna search grid, and this is like Canvas like a huge array of like grid layouts already for you to upload your photos na lang. But since oh yeah, I'm gonna use this. So I placed a grid, kind of like a frame where you can move the frame. So this is like a frame where you can upload your image and just place it there. So it automatically crops into this space lang. So this was like Simona Haraya, and I think I'm gonna put their logo here. They wanted like simple and what else? What are like the stuff that we uploaded already? So I'm gonna upload something from Simona Haraya. I already downloaded some of their photos here, and I'm just gonna upload this really nice picture from them. Like I can already, it's super cute. I'm gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna make an announcement. So, what do we say? What do you want to say? It's also good to like since Simona Haraya is a serif, maybe we can try serif. So we have serif there, and we're gonna type maybe weekend sale, weekend sale, weekend sale. There we go. So we have weekend sale there. You can align it to the left. You can align it to the right, whichever you're comfortable with. I'm trying to be more aligned to the left. Let's try to make it like that. And sometimes you can actually like make your text really big to give emphasis, like how we did it a while ago. So this is like how we're gonna do it. Like try to be more, like exciting and just you can adjust your line height through this button. You can just drag sometimes. It's super easy, super fun to use. And then I'm gonna make this a bit smaller so that there's more space here, there, and then we can add something more like a dynamic frame. There are like a lot of star icons. Oh, I like this one. This was super cute. Oh, and then right, you can put your announcement here now that on your sale, how much is on your sale. Um, I'm gonna choose a sans serif for this one naman um, para cleaner na. So, sabihin natin 50% off, right? Everybody likes 50% off. So I'm gonna put it there, and I'm gonna try to put it on here. We can resize it and place it here, and select them both, and then just twist it a bit. There we have it. Like we have like a simple post for Facebook already, 50% off, we can sale. And it's good that sometimes you don't have to put all of the details here, because one, there are Facebook guidelines that we have to follow when we advertise our posts, especially when we have to boost our posts. We have that, so the less text the better. And two, you can place the details in the caption. That's why we have like the caption areas. That's where you put all the details. And just this is just for attention grabbing. So we have this weekend sale for Simoy na Haraya. So super cool, super fun. We already have that. Oh, we have a Facebook post now. And our next thing that we're gonna do is an invitation. So, so we have like an invitation for Calfern. I'm looking at Calfern right now. So this is like Calfern, the website. A while ago, like I told already, told you guys that I'm gonna use the homepage of the website as my brand guideline. So I'm scrolling at Calfern right now, and I'm looking at it as like it shows majority of white, and there's like this green stripe here that I can use as an accent. So I want to try to translate it to be more consistent of how they show their brand here. So I'm gonna put that here in the Calfern poster. How am I gonna do this? So, oh yeah, so you can actually choose a lot of texts here that to make an announcement. If you guys don't know how to font pair, we already have a lot of font pairings here. Oh, we have that, and then we can just, you know, adjust along what it says inside. I can say like um weekend sale again. Weekend sale. It's always like a really good thing to do. And then it's like this one you can more 50% off on all furnitures and decors. So we are having like everybody loves a sale. I love sales. Don't you guys love sales? And then you can like make the text smaller. uh, and now weekend sale is more highlighted, right? And then we can just change the color to what kind of green they have here. Diba? We have like dark green, we have like light green. Next is just choosing the right photo. So I'm gonna upload a photo from Cal Fern, and I kind of chose something that I really love. This photo of Cal Fern, super cute. I I think like I think super fun layout. And this one is more of like a poster, and then I'm gonna use that. I pressed R to make a rectangle. Eventually, it's gonna be Command R because sometimes people get confused with R. So we updated our command shortcuts, so it's now Command R. There, then we can add some text here. Hurry, promo is up until, let's say, today is November 23 to November 25. Although it's not a weekend, I know, but for for demo purposes, this is what I'm gonna put. Here na lang, like, just putting some things here in the design. Like, I think I'm not satisfied with this. I think I'm gonna change my font here to something else. And you can just change it to something more similar to the brand, depending on how you're gonna do it. But I made a sample here already. So that's like a shortcut of how we did it. So it's like how I wanted to look how the poster or the invite is. So yeah, that's how we do an invite. Next is, you guys want to do, what's the last thing? I want to do a voucher, for example, for your brand. Do you guys are gonna have like a, like a sale, and you don't want everyone to have the sale, and you just want specific people who have certain vouchers to give them more, mas maalagaan nyo sila. It's a good marketing trick. And we're gonna do a what do you call it? A voucher for KCGC. What does KCGC mean? I looked it up on Facebook. We have like Classic Collections and Design Co. So I didn't see I didn't see the website of KCDC. So I'm basing it off their Facebook. So I think I'm checking here. Oh, I see the fonts here are more of like sans serif. So let's use sans serif and whites to highlight what they are selling. So we're gonna go here and make a KCGC voucher. How are we gonna do that? There's lots of ways in making things here in Canva, but here's like a fun way to do it to be more productive. I'm gonna go back to the grids and where's like the grid? What's the grids? Sorry, why is it not popping up? Grids. Sorry. Hmm. All. Think here. I found the grids already, and you know those rectangular vouchers that you can find when people hand out some things. I want to have some of those. I want to make some of those by choosing a grid. How is the grid gonna make our lives easy? Um, I can easily like you know design a voucher. This one is this one is see you can already like make slices by the grids already have like spaces between them so that you can put the the voucher pictures the lang or colors. The grids can have like two purposes. You can make it color, or you can upload a photo for that. What I think that's a lot. I think a good amount is three. I think I saw it here, but now I can't find it. Um, hold on, I'm like literally like trying to look for it. It's like there's so many options, guys. So yeah, just anyway, fine. I'm gonna stick here to this kind of grid. To so we have like that, and I'm gonna go to my classy collection, and I'm gonna upload, for example, three photos of. So we're uploading stuff here. As you can see, the upload button is trying to fill up, and that's what we're gonna do. All so recently used. Actually, baka mahanap ko yung grid dito. I'm still trying. Okay, hindi ko siya mahanap. So let's just stick to the four grid. Don't worry, already made a final product for this, and I'm just demonstrating for demo purposes. So I have like just by basing it off the website, I'm gonna choose white for this, and then gray, and then white again, and like, oh yeah, before that I'm gonna choose black so that we can see how the grids look like, and then you can adjust the spacing. So there we can like one spacing so that you can see where to cut, diba? And then right, and then again, you can go to the text and just look for the stuff that you want to look for. For example, you're going to put sale. Let's choose something like this because it was I saw sans serif a while ago. So I'm going to use sans serif for ano. So like 40% discount since we're sa one of this. With 50%, let's go with 40%, you know, and just add some text underneath it for all the cores, right? And you can add a rectangle by pressing R, and just to highlight, this part, this portion, and yeah, so ganyan, super easy, super fun. And the final product would be something like this. Now I already added some of the texts here, and you know what I noticed, like I couldn't find the KC DC logo, but I made a logo icon for just to be a placeholder for their logo. But if you guys don't have logo, you can find a lot of icons here that you can use for logos because why not? So here you can already like put some icons here as your logo, and that's how you make a voucher, and then you can just like print it and get it cut, and now you have like a printed voucher ready for your consumers to have. So that's like pretty exciting stuff that you can share for your consumers. And yeah, I think we're done with our to-do list, and I'm gonna go back to my present mode because I'm done with my demo, and I'm just gonna share to you guys some of the resources that we can have in Canva. For example, we already made like brand guidelines presentations. So if you guys have hired a graphic designer, there are like a lot of brand guidelines presentations that they can use to, you can like tell them, okay, this is the logo that I want, and you're just gonna replace specific parts of the template. Just choose the template that suits your brand, and you can, like what we did earlier a while ago with the template, we can adjust what's inside the template. We can just like take off the stuff, or replace the stuff, or change the color. So we have like all these brand guidelines templates. If your brand's mostly for color green, maybe you can use the green, but if you want a yellow, you can easily change all the colors to yellow by choosing change all colors to yellow. there's like there's that feature there. And there's a lot of like marketing materials that we already uploaded in the Canva local. You just like have to explore it, and I want you guys to explore it because there's a lot and some like exciting stuff you can find there, and just use it for your, for your success. And that's what we all want. So we have like if you want to have like some fun, we have like quiz time and a like trivia. You know what I'm saying? So I have social media marketing, social media reports. If you guys will have to report how's our status now. We have like a lot of presentations, but I want for more of the business resources, I encourage you guys to go to www.canva.com/business resources, where you can find all these brand kits and guidelines. You can see here it's already you already have like a Facebook post and like a header and all that together in one to make it more consistent for your brand. And branding is mostly like being consistent with what you want to portray, and like you have to like portray what you really want to portray. So that's how branding is. And there's another page for like canva.com/canva for negosyo, where there's like tutorial for us. It's in Tagalog local, and it's a tutorial for us Pinoys for actually starting yung mga small businesses natin. It's tailor-made for us Pinoys because even the photos, we have like Pinoy breakfast, Pinoy fashion, and everything. You can just go to canva.com/canva for negosyo to check all these beautiful things that you can use for your brand. And yeah, once you guys have like designs now, I'm so excited for to see them. So just publish and share at Canva and tag us at Canva_PH, and just uh just uh just upload the stuff that you have. And yeah, and then yeah, so upload it and share it, and we'll be happy to see to see them. So thank you so much. That's like the whole presentation, and I'm gonna be going to question and answer. If you guys have questions, feel free to do so. Or yeah, so this is the part.
All right, thank you so much for that, Mabs. I mean, it seems to be a recurring theme with all of the Canva discussions as well, that you really need to know your brand. And that has to be communicated very clearly in your design, not only in the visuals, but I mean, I also learned today that fonts matter. It's
Yes.
super important because sometimes, I mean, you may like a font, but it doesn't communicate exactly what your brand is all about. So we're going to get into the questions now. Hopefully, there are questions as well. I think there are questions already popping up
Wow.
in the chat box, which is really good. But I'll start you off for a while. How can I ensure brand experience cohesion across my physical and digital space and channels? What are the things to consider in terms of visual elements? So I guess, apart from knowing your brand, every aspect of your brand and your, whether it be digital, whether it be brick and mortar, it all has to have this sense of unity or cohesion. So how do you do that?
Okay, so what I explained from a while ago, it's best to have like a brand Bible. So what's in a brand Bible? It could actually contains what kind of colors that you're allowed to use for your certain brand, and what kind of photos that you have to use, and what kind of illustrations. So having a brand Bible gives you a parameter of like what you have to use, because if you know how option paralysis is, and it's very, when you have like all these options for your illustrations, sometimes you might go off brand. So it's good to restrict into a certain parameter, and that's how you use a brand Bible.
Okay, well, we're also talking about colors because I think in the last few discussions, Gladys from Canva as well was talking about like colors of the season. Like, let's say now pastels are very in, or if it's not pastel, it's really bright poppy colors. But does the brand necessarily have to always go with the trends, or can they choose something that is really more to their spirit?
Yes, of course. Like as much as being on trend is fun, it's always important that brands have to portray who they really are. And because sometimes if you get off brand, people won't identify what you're selling now or who you are, and and what we're trying to avoid here is miscommunicating the idea of who you guys are. So I'm more particular of like staying with the brand colors talaga. And for example, you have like a campaign, doon na lang tayo mag-change na. For example, a specific campaign, make sure na lang that, for example, you have this campaign that it's like puro pastel colors. Make sure that nandun pa din yung essence ng brand nyo. How it's by for example, like you still use the same type of photos, pero nag-change lang yung the background colors. As long as there's like a handle from 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 your original, that's how you avoid miscommunication to your brand. For me, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more question before going to the viewers' questions. How many fonts should I use, and how do I pick the perfect font style design to improve my viewers' buying experience? Because at the end, we also have to be able to read clearly and succinctly what exactly it is that you're selling. So, how would it make it easiest for the buyer to be happy about buying from your site?
Okay. Based from what I researched, a good font for online would be sans serifs. So those absence of like this little flags. It's really good font for websites nowadays. Uh, choosing a font. Uh, Remember from the presentation that I showed a while ago, fonts have like a lot of meanings, and choosing the right one is actually based on your taste for or as as your own CEO of your, for example, you have this brand, and my brand portrays, for example, being vintage or being like uh the old school type. So I'm gonna choose something related to that by choosing something like serif fonts, the ones with the little flags, and make it, how, so that when people see it, oh, it has like this old touch into it. Doon pa lang, sa font pa lang na na-choose ko, identified na ako as this this vintage type of brand. And for example, you're gonna upload it on the website, uh, pwede ka namang mag-change ng font, just as long as nandun pa din yung original, yung main font mo. For example, it can be in your header. your serif can be in your header, and then yung mga sans serif mo doon na lang sa mga text blocks when you find those paragraphs para easier to read for the users.
Okay, so we're going now to the viewers' questions. Good morning from Anonymous. When we and these are technical questions, okay, Mabs, because I guess that all of these viewers have been using Canva, so these are questions that they need answers
Okay,
from the
let's
people of
try.
Canva themselves. So good morning. When we used Canva and had it printed, blurred ang lumabas, not clear quality. Is Canva only for FB and IG and not for printing hard copies?
Ooh, okay. There are some factors that play into it. First um, is your image originally blurred when you upload it? So there are sometimes kasi that when you have all these images, sometimes the image quality already when we uploaded it was already blurred. Pero for example, malinaw naman yung photo na in-upload mo, the size you downloaded from the Canva editor is small. You can adjust the size there in the upper right corner. You can adjust the size from small, medium, large. So pag small yung file na dinownload mo, definitely it can be used online lang as a Facebook post. Pero once it's printed, it's not super high quality because yung nilagay mo lang na size is small. And pag web kasi, it's better na smaller yung image pero yung quality. Pero pag para when you upload, it easily loads. Pero for print, you have to download the highest quality talaga. And that's how you should remember those things. Ano pa ba? Yun lang
Okay.
yung nakikita kong factor for that.
All
For
right.
now.
So this question is from Chicky Veneracion. Is there a listing of the elements so I can go over them and can make my own library of elements? So her choices in one library for herself now.
Oh, okay. Well, technically in our side as designers from Canva, we have like a cheat sheet of all these illustrations that we have that we can use in a certain template. But right now, the best listing that you can find as a user is when you look for a certain, for example, yung ginawa ko kanina with when I search, there's like magic elements na lumalabas na suggested na ito yung mga kasama niya. So, yun yung naisip kong way na when you search for elements, you can
Okay, we're waiting on maps because, unfortunately, we live in a world now that is bound by technology and all of its imperfections. So we're hoping to get back to you as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, I got lost. Hello, I'm back.
Direct, do we continue? There you go. Do we continue on?
Hey.
Okay, so it seems as though we're back on track. You'll be seeing us in a few seconds. We just have to again. We apologize for the technical difficulties on a Monday morning, no doubt. I guess it's also because everyone's using the bandwidth, whether it be for school or for all of this. But these are the times that we live in, and I see that we are back. So, Mabs, let's pick up from the last question about all of the library of elements, and you saying that the Canva designers had some sort of cheat sheet that you guys use.
Yes, we do have a cheat sheet, but I don't know if we can share it to people. But the best way to like search for the elements is just through the editor, and you know you you can like collect all these elements for yourself and just save it in your own file so that you have your go-to file. That's what I can suggest.
Okay, well, Chiki has another question because I guess she's very, she's into
Mhm.
Canva. She likes it a lot, and she's asking if it's a local brand because she says that ang galing talaga.
Canva is a local brand. Is that a
Yes,
question?
that's the question. Yes,
Uh,
her
Canva
follow.
is uh, Canva is an international brand. It came from Sydney and from Mel and Cliff and Cameron and but we have may mga certain countries that Canva has like work where we can have where we work. So Philippines is one of those countries. There's also like US and China. So may mga fractions yon.
Okay, so from
But we
Alvin,
have like a local.
oh, so you have a local, yes, exactly. You have a wonderful team
Yeah.
out here. We've been working with you for a bit now, and we're so happy. Now, from Alvin Di Degamo, I think that he was in the prior series as well, and he's asking, can you blend two uploaded photos in Canva? So these are all technical questions, Mabs, because they all use it,
Okay.
obviously.
Wow. I'm so happy that that they are actually asking technical questions. Can you blend two uploaded photos in Canva? Okay, there are actually in the Canva editor you can find a background remover. So if you uploaded like a picture of a puppy with and you want lang the puppy lang yung picture and mawala yung background, there's a feature there in Canva that you can just click one click and then the background will be instantly removed, and that's how you can blend the two images. You, for example, you have like another image and you want to blend it there, so you can uh, remove the background. And but mostly I think what he's trying to ask is like the blending mode from Photoshop. I don't think we have that option yet. Hanggang transparency lang muna tayo and background removers. But there you can try like looking for the effects there. There are many other effects that you can use like like making glitch effects and duotones. But so far, I think it's on the works.
All right, Mabs, thanks a lot for all of your insights and thank you again for your presentation. At this point, I'm sure that all of the insights gained will help all of you build your brand better with Canva, and we're very happy. Unfortunately, this ends the series of our Canva talks. To wrap up the series of talks with Canva, we'd like to thank the Canva team again for partnering with Saitem and providing their expertise in branding, social media mastery, and of course, design. Now, to formally close the program, let us hear a few parting words from Macy Litawa. She's the head of growth of Canva Philippines.
Hi. Before anything else, I would like to thank Saitem and the Fame Plus team for inviting Canva Philippines to run these sessions and help broaden creative skills. Canva is on a mission to empower the world to design anything, and we've said this multiple times over the course of our webinars. And that's because the need for design is now more universal than ever. Design can be a powerful tool to showcase your artistry, and many of you do this every day. But design can also be used to create a memorable brand, convey your messages more effectively, or attract a wider audience. And that's exactly what we've shared with you today and in the last two sessions. The beauty and creativity you channel into your work can just as easily be channeled into the messages you share with your customers and your audiences. And with the right tools, tips, and resources, it shouldn't be complex and it shouldn't be expensive. Canva was designed with the intention of making design as easy as possible so that you can focus less on complicated designs and more on the things that are important to you. So, hopefully, with the past three webinars, we were able to share with you tips to help create a brand that is unmistakably you, design a storefront that highlights your business, and tailor your content to your social media platform and audience. Of course, the learning doesn't stop here. So you can visit our Learn blog or draw inspiration from the resources you find on Canva, or you can follow us on social media for more of these tips daily. So again, we are grateful for the opportunity to share our learnings with you, and we hope you found these webinars valuable. Thank you again for having us.
Thank you so much for that, Miss Macy. And thank you to everyone for joining us this morning. We would like to call in all Fame Plus exhibitors. We'll be having an exclusive event for you entitled Fame Plus Talks, introductory course to managing your Fame Plus dashboard with Jay Arellano of IPG Media Brands later in Hopin at 1 p.m. Once again, it's going to be the same day today, Monday, at 1 p.m. via Hopin. We have so many more events, exhibitors, and exciting surprises in store for you here at Fame Plus. So please make sure to visit the Fame Plus website and our social media accounts as well to stay in the loop with all things Fame Plus. This has been your host, Lexi. Hopefully, we see you later on, but enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.